my family. This training requires you to be completely dedicated. You can't waver. I think that's made me the way I am today. I didn't really know what I wanted to do, but I knew I wanted to do something different. I was like so hyperactive, I think. From when I was 18 to 22, those 4 years were packed with experiences. My camera was with me all the time in all travels. I wanted to discover everything. The next page-turning moment was moving to Scotland. I was all of a sudden a grown-up, moving country again. You know, being a bit more secluded is my way of remember that I need to slow down. We are surrounded on one side by a wood, on the other side by a hill, field at the front and loch to the side. When I started taking photos, it was really to be able to share them with family that weren't here. Months after months, years after years, kids after kids. Gradually, they're growing up. Taking photographs is my breathing space where I can actually witness things rather than being carried away. So I always have a camera near me, wherever I am in the house. My childhood being the way it was drives me to explore something different with my own children and capturing little pockets of freedom, wilderness. That should be what childhood is about.
Xiaomi. Xiaomi. Xiaomi.
Pues estaban confinados porque se iban contagiando, así era imposible llevar un tratamiento. Continuamente había cambios de agenda, cambios de sesiones.
Per me la casa è il posto dove posso sentirmi in pace, tranquillo e in relax.
We want to bring free classes in this house because we also believe that technology is part of the evolution process of people having a smart home, having a good technology to help children to use it.
I-join ko sa Xiaomi community, i-apply ko sa Xiaomi Renovation kaya para na ako makatabang sa akong pamilya.
Me siento muy identificada con la compañía porque yo también creo que de una pequeñita idea se pueden hacer cosas muy grandes con mucha constancia y con mucho esfuerzo.
Xiaomi.
Yeah, welcome at Lights Park. It's the headquarters of Leica Camera here in Wetzlar.
很荣幸代表雷总访问位于德国的徕卡总部。现在是产品发布前的关键时刻。
Mobile devices allow now everybody to take pictures.
I think we are extremely closely working together to bring the technology teams, the R&D teams together, developing really groundbreaking and innovative solutions for the mobile space.
In the mobile photography industry, there has never been such a
revolutionary joint R&D cooperation, and the consensus covers every aspect.
Xiaomi and Leica shares the same vision when it comes to photography, and both put a lot of effort into innovation and ensuring high quality.
For Leica, it's always the aim working with the best possible partners in the world. It was clear that somewhere, somewhen, we will be collaborating with Xiaomi.
We all pay great attention to the truth of people's inner perception. This is what Leica has insisted on for more than 100 years, and it's also what Xiaomi has insisted on as a brand that's adhere to technology for people.
Everyone can get the best image out of every scene. You don't have to be a trained photographer, and yet you can still get beautiful, authentic pictures everywhere. And to make this happen, we put all our knowledge of more than 100 years of photography experience into the new Xiaomi smartphone devices.
We have sent over a team of 3 engineers to Beijing, to the Xiaomi campus, that they can closely work together to bring the photography to the next level. The feedback that we are getting from our team in China, it's really worthwhile and useful.
I guess it's about 2 weeks ago when we took our first field test image. The results already look amazing.
The hardware optimization and the software improvement really pays off. The lens has a very high resolution, and the new sensor has a huge dynamic range and very little noise.
With the upcoming fine-tuning, we are pretty confident that we can achieve exactly the authentic and natural look we are looking for.
Combining Xiaomi's strength with Leica's imaging excellence, I think this will generate big and bold ideas that will definitely shape the future of mobile photography.
We all believe that this cooperation project will be a lifetime part in our career.
Our goal is to make the camera co-engineered with Leica become the most popular camera in mobile devices.
Ladies and gentlemen, dear friends of Leica and friends of Xiaomi, welcome to the audience on behalf of Leica. My name is Andreas Kaufmann. I'm majority owner of Leica Camera and heading our supervisory board. This day marks the first important milestone of a long-term partnership with Xiaomi. Leica, an old brand, Xiaomi, a young brand moving fast ahead. We're sitting here at my family office and here with some technical documents exactly from 1925, one of the first Leica lenses, the well-known 3.5 Elmar. As you might know, Leica invented modern photography, and continuous innovation is part of our brand DNA since over 100 years, when Oskar Barnack, and we have his sign here, designed the first Leica camera. As you know, we embrace smartphones because today they make a very important contribution to the world of photography, with billions of pictures a day uploaded to the internet and shared. Photography, in our opinion, is about capturing light and painting with light. And our proven optical engineering, our know-how, ensures top-grade lens quality, the best possible imaging results, and optical imaging performance. And thanks to this, we at Leica successfully provide best picture quality and the iconic Leica image look in the smartphone photography segment. Dear all, I'm very happy and excited of the technology partnership with Xiaomi that heralds a new era in smartphone photography. Enjoy shooting, enjoy capturing light.
Xiaomi. Flawless. Surreal. Loved by millions. We tend to admire the unreachable, which can make us feel ordinary. But wait, how do you define happiness? We sometimes feel small, but with one encouraging look from our loved ones, we can surprise the world. Victory feels great. But who said we have to win to be loved? Fortune doesn't always favor us. That's fine. Friends will be there for us. So, what are you after? Listen to your heart, and the rest will follow. We all have different ideas of happiness, but feeling it means the same to all of us. This is the magic in our life.
Good evening, everyone. Welcome to today's launch event. Not long ago, with our Mi fans in Xiaomi Science Park, we celebrated the 13th birthday of Xiaomi. 13 years passed by really fast. Looking back to the 13 years, we had good times. We also had difficult times. There has always been a group of Mi fans standing by us, supporting us, caring for us, and keeping us accompanied. Today, with this opportunity, I would like to say thank you to all the Mi fans watching today's event. Thank you very much for your support. Last year, it was a difficult year. Due to various reasons, our business encountered great pressure. Our revenue and profit also suffered from great pressures. Against this backdrop, we still adhered to the principle of technology as our foundation, and we constantly increase our investment to R&D. I would like to share with you 3 figures. Last year, our R&D investment was 16 billion Chinese yuan, up by 21% year-on-year. This year, we plan to increase the R&D investment to 20 billion Chinese yuan. With constantly improved R&D capability, after 3 years of efforts, our premiumization strategy has made substantial progress. Late last year, we launched 3 flagships. In July, we launched Xiaomi 12S, and in August, we launched Mix Fold 2. And in last December, we launched Xiaomi 13. These 3 flagships were a great success on e-commerce platform. The satisfaction rates of users were above 98%, and this is rarely seen among flagship smartphones. Success of these 3 smartphones fully demonstrates that Xiaomi is confident and capable to develop high-end flagships satisfactory to everybody. Today, we are here to launch Xiaomi 13 Ultra, an imaging flagship. Someone asks me, for mobile imaging, Xiaomi is making fast progress. Why? And I can share with you briefly. We took a long time to explore the imaging technology. Earlier last year, we comprehensively upgraded Xiaomi's imagery strategy. We identified Xiaomi Insight. And more important is that we became strategic partnership with Leica. Our partnership with Leica in nature is to find ourselves a world-class teacher in the field of imaging. Our cooperation with Leica is multidimensional and multi-layered. It is not just a simple branding. And I can give you a small but very interesting and important example. Last year, Leica Academy in Xiaomi held 4 photography sessions. It is like 1 session per 1 quarter. They trained our leadership and management of photography, and they asked us to study and learn photography once again. This is important because Xiaomi and Leica both know that only when you know and are able to take pictures can really do photography right. So even though this is a small thing, but it is very important. In the past 1 year, we also sent delegations to the German headquarters of Leica for visits and learning. A few days ago, CEO of Leica took the delegation to visit Xiaomi. When we asked him about his opinion on our cooperation, he said, for the partnership between Xiaomi and Leica, he would like to give it a full score. And for Xiaomi 13 Ultra, he would also like to give it a full score. As you know, German people are always rigorous and precise. For a German person to give such a high comment, I believe from the bottom of his heart, he must have recognized Xiaomi and recognized Xiaomi 13 Ultra. And the core to such a radical change is Xiaomi's awareness about imaging and its radical change, the radical change about the awareness. Imaging is not just about large sensor or 100 million pixel. It is a high-level integration of technology and humanity. Let's talk about technology first. 2 years ago, we worked with Sony to co-develop this 1-inch super large sensor. And the size of the sensor for mobile imaging is equivalent to the size of a digital camera. And this sensor to date is still the best in the industry, the best sensor in the industry. And we also work with Leica to develop the authentic Leica imagery, which is not only recognized by Leica's fans, it is also recognized by the general consumers, and this makes me very excited. We have had a lot of cooperations with Leica, and we developed many features, and one feature became viral. It was a surprise. It is called Leica watermark. This is a small feature. And I asked them, why do you like this feature so much? And many peers are trying to copy us. And people say that with Leica watermark on our picture, and when we post it in our social media, we are really proud of it, and it has a sense of professionalism in it. And so many users start to get this sense of professionalism in their mobile imaging, so we're making fast progress in mobile imaging. This year marks the second chapter of Xiaomi imagery upgrading. We will officially start a new era of mobile optical imaging. It means we're going to develop optical system solution for mobile imaging based on Leica optical standards. And these systems will make mobile imaging move from computational style to optical style. Xiaomi 13 Ultra is a long-awaited and exciting product to be launched very soon. Now, let's watch a video about its appearance, and next I would like to hand over to Wei Siqi for more detailed introduction of this product. Okay, when we see this product, I believe in your mind, you will think of two words. First is professionalism, and the second one is DSLR camera feel. Let's take another look at the design of Xiaomi 13 Ultra. If we take a closer look at the camera module, you see it has a DSLR camera feel on it. And if you take a closer look at it, you will find this is a gold-trimmed lens rim. It is professional, but it is also delicate and low profile. And on the body, we maintained the leather texture, so it gives you a great grip and also a graceful viewing experience. In addition, we also adopted the second generation nanotech leather. For its last generation, it was wear and dirt resistant, and for this generation, it also become bacteria resistant. And we are now 99.9% bacteria resistant. Now let's look at the body. At the topper edge and the bottom edge, you see it is like the copper top and the bottom of a camera, delicate. and classic, but I think the best part of this design is this curve. I believe this curve is the finishing touch of our designer to the design. A powerful camera system is gracefully and appropriately connected with the body. When you hold this product in your hand, it has a great grip. It is also low-key. However, it has a high level of recognition. It is also graceful. As a professional imaging system, reliability is very important because we have the unibody metal frame body. Therefore, its strength is 4.4 times of the last generation. Therefore, it is a very reliable partner for your creativity. It also supports IP68. So with reliable quality, we want to make sure that all your crazy ideas for creation can be guaranteed. And this product comes in 3 colors. First is the olive green. Second is the professional black. And the third one, I believe you all like it, is white. It's very beautiful. All 3 colors are classic designs, and you can find traces of these colors on your camera, but this white color is really amazing. Let's take a look at some real pictures. It looks clean. So the white leather plus the silver edge is really beautiful. And compared with the other 2 colors, it also has a sense of fashion on it. Therefore, boys or girls who really want to be fashionable will look very good holding it in your hand. After talking about its design, the most important part is imagery. Last July, we demonstrated the result of our first cooperation with Leica. We developed the Leica authentic imagery, and we return the over-processed beauty to its authenticity. This year marks the second step of our partnership. Our partnership with Leica has entered into the deep water zone, and this year we will focus on optics. The highlight on optics because we believe optics is the origin of image. All the tones and the colors come from light. And on Xiaomi 13 Ultra, for the first time, we miniaturized the Leica optics, which is a breakthrough, and we bring you the Xiaomi Leica co-engineered Summicron lens. And what are the new designs on it? We redesigned the structure of the optical lens, and we continue to use the 8P aspheric lens design. This aspheric lens in a compact space can give you improved degree of freedom of optical path design. If you want to have greater control of the light, the precision of the lens needs to be very high. Therefore, we adopted the ultra-high order polynomial lens design, and we also reached nanometer level design precision. When we have such a high requirement for the lens, the production process also needs to be improved. Therefore, the production process is also improved to nanometer level. All the cutters, they have been improved to nanometer level. Even so, the yield rate of the lens is very low. Therefore, the Xiaomi 13 Ultra in your hand, each and every lens is the best of the best. And in the lens system, we used many optical materials and also the coating, as well as the ink. And here we made another upgrade. We used the new generation high stability coating, which is built to handle extremely cold and hot environments to avoid irreversible environmental damage to your lens coating. So when you use Xiaomi 13 Ultra for a long time, you can still get brand new and reliable optical qualities. And for the design of this lens, Leica also gives high comments. Leica says, this is the most exceptional Leica Summicron lens in mobile imaging to date.
Now people are
leaning more towards the computational photography to fill in the loophole of optics. So what is the point of making efforts in optical technology? We're embracing, of course, the computational photography, but what we are against is over-reliance and abuse of computational photography, so that our photos now are feeling more plastic and digital only. So through the mobile imagery, with the optical technology solution, we could move from computational to the new optical style. So what is the essence of the two? Let's compare some photos. Just take a look at this photo. This photo was taken by my friend who just had some new kittens given birth. As you know, usually when the kittens are firstly born, they're very fluffy and soft. Our smartphones can capture that fluffy sense. We could see the fur are arrayed in different layers. But what about the display with the style of digital flavor? So, do you feel the difference? Let's zoom in to see the difference. If it's over-sharpened, you feel that the cat's fur are a little bit hard and prickly. So, not just about animals. Let's take a look of photos of old trees. This is about a 220 years old tree. Such an old tree should have strong vitality. In Xiaomi 13 Ultra, you could see the textures telling you a lot of stories about this old tree, while at the same time, it displays some sense of vitality. But on the right side, the photo is just like the tree has been rubbed with some cement. That's the difference. And also in the springtime, we could see the peach blossoms everywhere. This is the right season for the blooming peach blossoms. And now let's look at the difference of the two photos. In our camera, we could feel that the petals are very juicy. But on the right side, that's a photo taken by iPhone. It seems like the flowers are weathering. That's about the plastic and digital flavors of a photo. I was comparing with the iPhone photos, and that issue is omnipresent in all kinds of devices. It's a common problem in the industry. Indeed, it's easier for us to be captured by the sharpened and very bright photos. It's only normal and natural. But those photos cannot be sustained in terms of their aesthetics. But Leica can offer us the high quality of the image. While we are collaborating with Leica, Leica has emphasized on a lot of occasions about not being too over-sharpened and not reducing the details, because only the photos otherwise can sustain the test of the time. The essence of optics is the same as the essence of photography, that is, to respect the nature. And we believe that optics should be the keystone of imagery, and we have to solve the problem by relying on optical technology solution, and we should not be slacking. And we share the vision with Leica. But how to perform well in optics and make a breakthrough in mobile photography? Let's listen to the masters of Leica.
Every picture starts from the light. Perfect lenses are as fast, sharp, and compact as possible within a sturdy construction, all at the same time. It is what we at Leica hold dear to for the past century. And it's also translated beautifully to what we have accomplished together with Xiaomi. My name is Pablo Acevedo Noda, Head of Development and Engineering Mobile at Leica. It is easy to design a lens with high imaging performance, so long as to make it so big it can be unwieldy. To achieve the same performance within this size, however, takes extreme amount of effort. With Xiaomi 13 Ultra, the same four principles apply. We are able to fit 4 amazing quality lenses within this compact form factor. Each and every lens is equipped with a large aperture. To ensure maximum performance, the lenses are meticulously designed with advanced ultra-high order even polynomial describing features, down to the nanometers. It practically reaches optical limits. The multi-layer optical coating significantly reduces ghost and flare, and has a stable performance even under extreme temperatures. Finally, all 4 lenses are enclosed within a single piece of metal structure, forming a robust system. The strategic cooperation between Xiaomi and Leica in the global imaging field has taken another crucial step. This time, together, we have brought the most perfect Zoomicron lens ever created in the fields of mobile imaging. By solving aberrations with raw optics, this can be described as the coming of age ceremony of mobile imaging. We are thrilled to embark on this adventure, taking Leica's philosophy into the era of mobile optics.
Now let's look at some photos for comparison under the real light. In this photo, can you feel the glossy texture I was mentioning about? This is an ancient township, and in the photo we could feel the different gray scales, accurate colors, and a lot of even invisible details. But just because of the fine presentation in the photo, you feel immersive in this site. Just look at the wall. This wall has undergone hundreds of years of rainfalls and wind, but it's still solid and soft at the same time. So the wall shouldn't look like being sharpened. They're not just a thin piece of paper. What's more valuable in Xiaomi 13 Ultra is that not just the main camera can manage it. Under our telephoto camera, we can do it as well. For example, this is 120 mm. With that parameter, we could still restore all the details and fine texture in this photo. Even in the snapshots, this is a girl looking back with a glimpse, and you can feel the sunlight reflecting from her hair, and also you could feel the texture of her hair in the air. As to the slogan of Xiaomi 13 Ultra, it's a shot above. We just hope that with the expert-level optics technology, no matter where you are, at any moment, you could feel free to create and record every moment of your life. Of course, when lights are captured in imagery, optics is just the first step, and there are more to follow, which are all key. For example, the imaging sensor group. As to the selection of the sensor group, first of all, we decided that we should choose the 1-inch Sony's IMX989 sensor. About 1 year ago, we collaborated with Sony to co-develop that sensor. We developed the specifications and design and verification together. Right now, it's still the cap. And as to the 989, there are many cutting-edge technologies mounted on it. So we have done a lot of efforts to supplement it with other technologies. And the old sensors cannot compare with it. So it cannot render similar experience to the customers. So we choose the similar generation sensor group, IMX858. Now let's learn more about this sensor. There are a lot of parameters listed here on the page. I will not go into the details of those parameters. Just a glimpse of those parameters allow us to know that compared to the previous generation, 989, they are very similar. In Sony, this sensor is called a little giant. That's because all of the technologies are the most cutting-edge ones, and they are comparable to IMX989. So As to the group of Sony's sensor group, if we want to choose one set of sensors that can generate the best customer experience, this pair would be the best choice. They are the golden pair. To pursue extreme excellence, all the other three cameras have selected 858, so the 4 cameras can work as one. That's why we can offer consistent image quality in all the 4 cameras. That's a big step forward compared to before. After selecting the sensors, the next question is about choosing the right focal length. We've thought it over and over. We've communicated with photographers and users for several rounds. After soliciting their ideas and feedback, we did something wild. We managed the quad camera through all the focal lengths, and we can generate the double telephoto camera. With this, our users can feel free to create. They may not take photos at that moment, but whenever I feel it right to record something, I could do it. To have a reasonable arrangement of the focal lengths, there are 2 invisible focal lengths. As you can see, there are 2 times autofocus, and there are 5 times and 10 times choices. As to the image quality, even during the zooming process, they could be well received by the users. So this is a very complete offering of focal lengths, and it's very reasonable. So when you open your camera and when you are zooming, the image quality and user experience are premium. Even it's 10 times, you could feel that the quality is good. Even the most expensive iPhone Pro Max cannot render you that experience. And the biggest difference lies in the super telephoto camera. Some people complain about its usage of a telephoto camera. They feel that they don't frequently use it. But allow me to give you one example. Today, your child has a show on the stage. That's a critical moment in her life, and you want to record it so that when she grows old, you could present her this moment. But you sit far from her. Then you choose the 10 times focal length. Just look at the image quality. How good is that experience? But without it, let's look at the comparison. This is a digital style. That's not what you pursue, and it's not what you want to leave behind for your daughter. So for us to choose the telephoto camera, you have to make it high quality. Now let's move on. To improve the night shots and snapshots, we manage the large aperture across all focal lengths. Even with the condition of 75 mm, we have improved the light intakes by 14% and 43% and 47% respectively. Even in the night time, and you take a snapshot, it could well perform. What about our breakthrough in terms of 1-inch main camera? We can offer you variable aperture. For the 1-inch sensor, equipped with variable aperture, that's quite a match. Only with the 1-inch main camera can it be equipped with variable aperture, and the 2 are reinforcing each other. Just look at the photo. When the big sensor is equipped with large aperture, the texture of the photo, all the details in that snapshot are alarming. If you want to highlight the object, you could have some optical blur results that's incomparable by the other cameras. If I want to tell an international story and present to even longer focal distance, I could change to 4.0 aperture, and every corner is very clear. Another killer capability of it is yet to be shared later on.
For all the configurations are quite powerful. For the Xiaomi's AI imaging engine, it is also quite powerful. First, it supports the snapshots across all focal lengths. For the snapshot speed for the Xiaomi, it has been appeared and welcomed from the last generations of products. Now let's look at this generation of the technology. Let's look at this photo. It's a little girl. She is on the small wooden horse, very comfortable. A beam of light shines on her body, and you can see that she tilts her head and smiles slightly, making you feel really warm. If I'm the parent, I want to record this moment. With the snapshot capabilities, you can capture that moment. And this photo is my favorite. Well, when I select this photo, I have been thinking it for a very long time. I have zoomed in to look at more details. This is the photo taken in the Chongqing alley. Two young people are taking wedding photos. It is quite common for us, and we can see the wedding peoples everywhere. However, this is quite impressive for me. I think it must be the light that attracts me. The light shines on the bride's veil and also on the clothes hanging out overhead. The groom holds the girl's hand and the girls carry the skirt. They are running through the lines and towards a bright future. And it seems that they are running ahead to the next stage of their lives. And even after years, when you look back on this photo, you're still very impressive. That's the magic of snapshots. It's not a posed photo. It's not the fake perfect state of readiness, and we think it's the most natural and most real emotions of people. So you can imagine seeing this photo again years later. You can still feel the feeling, and you will be instantly pulled back to that sense and state of mind. And that is our activation for making snapshots capabilities. And meanwhile, we also achieved the night shots across all focal lengths, which is we have upgraded the ultra night mode, and we made a lot of improvements in terms of the image quality as well as the colors. And meanwhile, what matters most, no matter what we do, we need to restore the true sense of night. That matters most. Let's have a look. And this is not a 1-inch photo, so you will not question the capability. Now let's look at the photos taken by the telephoto. Well, this is the photo taken in Chongqing by the 75mm telephoto. The image is divided into two parts. The city in the distance is the noisy tourism area with lights on, and the nearer city is quiet. Everyone is getting right for bed. That's the difference between these two parts. We have presented you the difference. And with this picture, you can see in a small alley, only one store is still open for business, and an aunt is still cooking. You can see many details in the dark area as well as in the light areas. That's not important. More importantly, you can read a sense of relaxation from the photo. It's just like a weekend evening. You together with your friends find a small restaurant and you have been eating, chatting within no hurry. If a photo can remind you a life scenario, we think it must restore the real moment. Within the Xiaomi 13 Ultra, we have selected the capability to restore the image of the photos, and we want to choose the most rational focal length to enable you to create by yourself. And we have chosen the right path for the computational photography. So in this way, we can give the real capabilities for the people. And it is the efforts made by Xiaomi and Leica for a long term. We have shot for video to introduce to you about the process of our cooperation. It might be a little bit long, but since we have made a lot of efforts, We hope that through this video clip, we can help you to better understand about our efforts. We hope you can give the engineers some encouragement.
拍摄的那个瞬间，到底你的真实意图是什么？
移动摄影发展的目前的现阶段，经常会出来东西让大家觉得很假。这个就是因为我们过于忽略了你真实的光影的捕捉。
一个好的光学系统能够帮助用户真实再现人眼的所见和当时的拍摄氛围。
今年开始，我们双方的合作呢，已经进入到了深水区。
如何在光学的源头上就要把影像做好。
Welcome to the Leica Museum, where you can see how an aperture works.
It's very similar like the human eyes, like what you see in the real world.
Zoomicron, the name stands for high performance lenses in a compact size.
我们把这么复杂的一个系统放到我们这么小的一个结构之中去，对我们来说是非常巨大的挑战。
You just put one lens on another.
这个是可以跟镜片有一定的缝隙的。
So we have 8 lens elements. Some are smaller than 1 millimeter. And this is very, very hard to produce.
还得需要做一下针线。
整体的壁厚只剩280了，我们不可能太靠近，
再拔就废了。当时我们遇到的问题是生和死的问题，在1英寸的相机模组上架一个可变光圈，这是业界的无人区。
这个方案的可行性和有效性，目前说实话都不敢保证。
就我花真金白银了，结果你们一个对话策略就给我这么好的镜头模糊掉了。
这个问题不用再浪费时间去讨论了。
你等我把话说完，我觉得咱们现在还有时间，我不想那么快的放弃它。
为什么他觉得我们大脑欺骗了我们？这个肉眼看起来应该就是蓝白色的呀。
We have to concentrate what you see. But the question is, what is our target?
我们的目标是真实的。国际难题。
We are pushing for the limits.
好，多试几个，多试几个 kids。
迎风而上，
哎，帅气，还是慢了。同样的角度再来，不用刻意减慢。
直到设计最后，大概做了17个版本。
这个过程其实是在一点一点的去改变，达到一个最完美的状态。
I would say overall it's quite a good design. It fits to the family which we had before with the additional lens.
你看这种窗户外面的光打进来，照在这对母子身上。作为相机，它要读懂你的这种感受，它希望这种光打进来的感觉被还原下来。你把窗帘的每一个细节都拍得很清楚，但是其实你的这个氛围就得到了一个破坏，你就没有那种光溢进来的这种感觉了。
未来的移动影像时代不应该是由科技或算法所主导的同质化的创作。
我们通过非常复杂的光学设计，还原人们眼中的世界。
生活中感动人的瞬间，常常在下一秒就会出现。
所以我们需要抓住转瞬即逝的光。
Every bit of effort needs the ability, wants to realize the ability to capture each fleeting moment. We hope that our Xiaomi 13 Ultra can be powerful in more difficult scenarios and on bigger stage. There is a photographic subject called street photography, and it is really difficult to carry it out on the streets because on the streets, you never know what time and what conditions, what story you will encounter. It is also called the eternal stage of humanistic photography and also the ultimate test of optical capabilities. And all the moments on the streets are fleeting. That's why the Xiaomi 13 Ultra has launched the Leica Professional Street Photography. Within this mode, you have the really fast experience. With only 0.8 seconds, you can activate the camera and take the first photo for you directly. Empowered by this feature, we have applied the large aperture If we set to 4.0 aperture, we can obtain greater depth of field range and achieve the hyperfocal distance photography. It has a special settings. You can set up all the parameters. Every time you turn on this mode, there's no need to think about it or adjust parameters. You can take out the snapshots directly. For such function, we have invited Leica brand ambassador Matt, also a famous British street photographer, to experience this feature. Let's see what he says about this.
Walking down the street, holding my camera, is a daily ritual. But every day is different. What I see is not just buildings, bikes, birds and boats. I try my best to carefully observe everyone passing by. Their joys, sorrows, expressions and emotions. My name is Matt Stewart and I'm a street photographer. I love using my Leica camera. They're small, quiet, light and reliable. You can set a small aperture to obtain a large depth of field. This achieves hyperfocal distance shooting. Amazingly, such a function is now available for the first time on a smartphone. The Xiaomi 13 Ultra is extremely responsive, requires no focusing, and guarantees the best picture quality. The phone has a hyperfocal function. It will intelligently switch to a smaller aperture. It comes with a pro camera 1-inch sensor. Your work gains more depth of field and captures authentic and clear stories. Once you've set up the phone, it disappears into your hand, and you're left to completely concentrate and react to what you see. This is a camera phone, not a phone with a camera.
Matt gave a very high evaluation, saying that it's a camera phone, not a phone with a camera. Speaking of professionalism, we hope that your experience is the top grade one. So we have provided you a special design that is professional camera equipment. You might see it on the website. You must like it. What is the highlights of this equipment? The ones you have loaded on your smartphone. Once the equipment is loaded on the smartphone, that's a finished state for the smartphone. When you take it out, when you're hanging out on street to capture shots, the experience is fantastic. Let's look at the details. First of all, it has a nanotech protective case. We have redesigned the decal of the camera with a more exaggerated design. It's really stunning. It's not just a decoration. It can also be replaced by a 67mm filter adapter ring. It can get used to all the 67mm filters. There are more creative possibilities. The best useful part is the grip. It's quite simple to load it on the protective case. And you can press the shutter halfway to achieve focus or press fully to start shooting. It also has a zoom lever to adjust the focal length. For the whole process, very practical and amazing. For me, this experience is quite wonderful and is delicate and beautiful. Let's appreciate from this video. Isn't it beautiful? Within this equipment, we prepared a protective case, a 67mm adapter ring, wireless shooting grip, lens cap. You can cover it on the camera as well as a smartphone lanyard. Our Xiaomi 13 Ultra provides powerful performance. Let's look at more details. First of all, for the last generation, our two photographic styles are well received, and within their feedbacks, whether we can make some adjustment for more extension. And this time, we have prepared the custom photographic style. In terms of photo tones, the hues, image details, and textures can all be adjusted. Every adjustment is Leica certified.
And photographers also need the RAW format. Therefore, this time we directly support the 14-bit Ultra RAW. All of them have been calibrated by Adobe Lab. And in terms of video experience, 8K video is supported across all focal lengths, and we also support 10-bit lock. So we want to give all the creators more spaces for future editing, so you can improve your work and recreate. And even for printing, we also want to get the best results and the best effect. Therefore, we work with the industry leader A-Photo and provide you with the custom printing service. And here, we also have customized the photo paper, and we achieved exhibition-level digital inkjet printing. If you are interested, you can go to me.com to search for the service. It comes in two sizes, the 8-inch and 24-inch. So for these two sizes, both printing service and albums will be provided to you. And for some photographers, they are really satisfied with a certain piece of picture and they would like to collect it. Therefore, we also developed the 32-inch collector size. This one is even better. We used the museum-level Giclée print. It has 99% Pantone color coverage, and we want the color to be accurate all the time. Therefore, we used the Hahnemuller acid-free photo paper and also a complete acid-free mounting process. Even after 100 years, the colors will not change. And for the glass, we also customized the ultra-low reflective glass. Even under sunshine, you can still see every detail of your picture clearly. This one is more expensive, but if you really have a picture that you want to collect it as a masterpiece, you can really try this. And for the imaging capability of Xiaomi 13 Ultra, we have Leica optics, we have a quad camera 6 focal lengths and a dual long focal lengths. We have large aperture across all focal lengths. We have the variable aperture on 1-inch sensor, and we also have unique experiences. After watching all these introduction, after watching all the examples, I think now you believe why Leica, such a reputable brand, such a rigorous and precise German person, can give you such a high recognition. So much about the imaging part, but Ultra is not just limited to imaging. It is also a technology flagship. Therefore, the display of Xiaomi 13 Ultra, we also made a lot of efforts. We will give you a highly professional display, a cooperation with TCL CSOT, a high-end domestically produced display. The material is C7. So what are the features of this display? First, about its brightness, it can reach 2600 nit display brightness. And currently, this is the smartphone with the highest brightness across different brands. And for this display, if we combine it with the Xiaomi Pro HDR display, whether it is a static or whether it is a dynamic video and other types and the pictures, everything will be so vivid and authentic to you. And to improve your experience, we also all the third-party video platform will also support the Pro HDR technology. So you can go home and try it out. You just need to open up a video that supports the Pro HDR, and you can feel the charm of this technology. This display also supports LTPO with 1 to 120 Hz dynamic refresh rate. Because of the upgrade in its material, it has a higher luminous efficiency. Therefore, its energy consumption is also great. And in terms of the color of the display, we optimized the color shift under wide viewing angles. We can make sure that even when the viewing angle is very wide, the color shift is very low. For years, Xiaomi has been making efforts to improve the color accuracy of our display, not just on our flagship phones, but also on tablets and also our TV products. And we found because different devices are using different materials, even though the color accuracy is already very high on a specific material, when the picture is transferred to other materials and devices, there will still be color shift. This time, we are determined to tackle this issue. We used the CIE, the 2015 CIE standard color calibration. We used visual sample comparison using human eyes to calibrate the color shift across different materials, so color can remain consistent across different materials. Therefore, for the devices and the products in the Xiaomi ecosystem, we can achieve consistent color across devices. And this is a huge project with many departments involved because we are dedicated to in-depth synergy of hardware and software. Therefore, many R&D people are involved in this endeavor. And the color consistency is even at the same level of the professional display product of Apple. These are the parameters of this display, like including its color accuracy. Another thing you might be curious is about dimming. For the high light level, we use DC dimming, and for low light level, we use the 1920 Hz PWM dimming. So users who are sensitive to light, you can also have a comfortable experience. Now let's look at its performance. For imaging flagship, it has high challenge for performance, which is unprecedented to our common sense. Very often we think gaming device is very hard on performance, but actually an imaging flagship has higher requirement for performance. Therefore, it needs the best chipset. So we used the flagship Snapdragon 8 Gen 2 chipset with the best cooling system. So the loop liquid cool technology, which Xiaomi developed for 3 years, was also used on this product. This is the very first product that uses the loop liquid cool technology. Feature of this technology is that vapor can be separated from liquid without interference. They all have the fastest channel to transmit the heat. And then the temperature can be cooled down very fast. The heat dissipation efficiency of this technology is 3 times that of VC. So boosted by this technology, in our day-to-day use, it is very easy. Gaming, watching TikTok, or watching video while charging, or gaming while charging, they are all a piece of cake. And our performance are all better than iPhone. Many people say, why don't you test it on Genshin Impact? But we think Genshin Impact is boring. We want to do something even more difficult. What about video recording with 4K and 60 FPS? I think photographers really have this pain point. So what are the actual performance of other products? For the at the last 2 rows, for our Android peer brand, in order to get a better temperature control, they might suffer from underlocking and frame drops. But for iPhone, it maintains stable frame. But look at its temperature; it is 47.6 degrees Celsius. But look at Xiaomi 13 Ultra, no frame drops, and we maintained very good temperature control. Therefore, my suggestion is that if you want to, for the future imaging flagship, if you want to benchmark your cooling technology, please refer to Xiaomi 13 Ultra. And many of us have a lot of photos on the phone that we don't want to remove. Therefore, you need more storage. Therefore, this time, Xiaomi 13 Ultra comes in 16GB plus 1 TB. I know you've been waiting for this for a very long time. And we also upgrade to USB 3.2. It enables faster transmission. Thank you. Last but not the least, about the DOU, we have a 5000 mAh battery on it. We should not ignore the fact that for the imaging flagship, it also has a high requirement for DOU, but on this phone, we have a DOU of 1.34 days. I've been using this phone for a long time. I think its battery life is even more than 1 day, even though you have to take a lot of pictures. And for charging, for wired charging, we upgrade to 90 watt. You can charge to 100% in 34 minutes, and you can charge to 50% in 11 minutes if you are in a hurry. For wireless charging, we use the latest low voltage inductive charging. It can be charged to 100% in 49 minutes, very fast. All the battery and charging will be driven by the surge battery management chipset. You can have faster charging, longer DOU, and safer and healthier battery status. This time we developed a small feature for emergency situation. We developed the hibernation mode. This mode will only be turned on when your battery is only at 1%. It guarantees that even with only 1% battery on your phone, people can still reach you. So with 1% battery, your phone can be on for 60 minutes and you can make a 12-minute phone call. So with this mode, all unnecessary functions and signals will be dormant, so we can really reduce the energy consumption. So this is Xiaomi 13 Ultra. This is a top-notch imaging flagship. It has the Leica Summicron lens, the most complete focal length. It supports the professional street photography. Therefore, it gives you the optimal snapshots capability and also the great texture of your picture. It is also a technology flagship. It has a powerful performance. It has the self-developed loop liquid cool technology and a very long DOU. But I believe this unique design, the unique design of this smartphone will also be liked by many photographers. One photographer is also a Leica camera collector. He is called Douglas So. He collected many Leica camera in it. He also owns his own Leica camera museum. We shared our new product with him and he recorded a video message to us. Now let's watch this video and see how he felt about Xiaomi 13 Pro. After this video, we will turn it back to Mr. Lei.
徕卡相機對我嚟講咧，唔單止係一部相機，佢哋對成個攝影界嘅影響力咧，都係冇其他嘅相機咧係可以對比。收藏咧最緊要一樣嘢就係喺知識上邊嘅增長，同志同道合嘅朋友咧可以一齊係分享呢啲知識咧，呢個係一個好大嘅樂趣嚟嘅。每一個收藏品背後都有佢自己獨特嘅故事。 好多攝影嘅大師咧，都用過佢哋嘅黑漆相機嘅，例如好似喺法國嘅布拉松啦。喺當時候嚟講，影相咧就係方便好多嘅，因為大家唔會特別注意到佢部相機。我呢一部係1962年嘅相機咧，到今時今日咧，亦都係好多人追捧嘅相機。徕卡相機係1957年製造嘅一個橄欖綠色嘅相機，全部係用軍用嘅，生產量咧都非常之少。好多收藏家咧，佢哋係爭住收藏，大家都好習慣咧，見到徕卡嘅黑色啊，或者係銀色嘅相機。2019年出嘅 M10P 嘅白色相機，喺世界各地咧都非常之受歡迎。咁總數咧只係出咗350台啫。 咁我相信呢一部機咧，將會成為咧未來嘅一個經典。色彩呢樣嘢咧，係對好多購買者嚟講係特別重要。 咁所以我覺得顏色呢樣嘢咧係好個人，同時間咧亦都係一個好有效溝通嘅一個方式。我第一次攞起呢部機嘅時候咧，我以為係一部相機嚟嘅。呢個綠色嘅佢非常之典雅啦，非常之特別。黑色就永遠都係代表咗即係佢嘅專業，白色非常之時尚。我好期待每個朋友咧攞住呢部手機咧，可以好無拘無束地去創作，係去講佢哋自己嘅故事。經典係需要傳承嘅，而每一個時代都有自己嘅經典。
Nice to see you again. Is our 13 Ultra good enough? To use just one word, it's professional. Allow me to do a wrap-up briefly. I think the most awesome feature of Xiaomi 13 Ultra is the Summicron lens. For mobile photography, if we can make the lens premium, the image quality would be greatly improved. And in the past, we rely heavily on computational photography. That makes the photos too digital. But now, with the Summicron lens, in collaboration with Leica, we are able to perform the best in mobile photography. That's the most exceptional camera in mobile photography. As to the cameras, they are also very powerful. We have a quad camera and 6 focal lengths. What does it mean? That's the most complete set of focal lengths in one cell phone. Whether it's far or near, you could take very good quality photos at daytime and nighttime. The 6 focal lengths are directly output from the hardware, and they are all large apertures. In this set of cameras, the most awesome thing is about 2 long focal lengths and 5 times, 10 times super telephoto cameras. So this group of cameras are outperforming all else. As to the main camera, it has 1-inch variable aperture. I remember last year when we launched the 12 Ultra, the 1-inch sensor was thought as the cap of all the peers. But today we are taking one step forward again with the variable aperture. As to the sensors, we have IMX 989 with 3858. Those are all the newest generation sensors. The 4 sensors enable consistency in the zooming process. With the good quality cameras, what about our design of the outlook? It looks exactly like a camera. It follows the typical design of a camera, added by the classic olive green color. We have made it the best performing camera. And if you have the professional equipment, then it looks just like a camera. So my take of this cell phone, this smartphone, is, using one word, professional. Professional in mobile photography. And for mobile photography, it is very demanding in terms of performance. That's why this flagship product is a top-notch technology flagship. Why do I say that? First of all, it adopts the most cutting-edge processor. In addition, it has the loop liquid cool technology. That's a new slogan. That's a new terminology, but Xiaomi has dedicated 3 years to that cool technology. How powerful is the core technology? It's 3 times the heat dissipation capability compared to traditional VC, with the most cutting-edge chipset added by the most cutting-edge heat dissipation technology. It's very powerful. We will not run the games as an example today. You just saw the continuous shooting, not one smartphone right now could compare with it. Only Ultra with strong heat dissipation capacity can accomplish that challenging task. Second of all, as you may have noticed, our display is 2K OLED display. We collaborated together with CSOT on that display, and it could reach 2,600 nits as to the brightness, so that's the brightest screen in the world. In the smartphone, there were two self-developed chips by Xiaomi. For example, PRG1 chipsets, the battery management chipset, and the 2000 LAH battery, which could allow for very long DOU. That's the performance of 13 Ultra, and it has greatly been upgraded compared to the previous generation. But what about the price? Now let's look at the last generation's price. It's 5,999 for 8 GB with 256 GB, and for 12 GB it's 6,499. But in this generation, we started from 12 GB plus 256 GB. Many people are speculating about our prices. They are wondering whether it could be 6,499. Some argue that it's 6,299. We just cried out the right number. Just look at it. So this time, we have given you the best price, the lowest possible price. For 12 GB plus 256 GB, it's 5,999. So that's the starting price compared to the previous generation. With the same internal storage, you could pay 500 RMB yuan less. That's what we can do for you. We planned to come up with 4 different internal storages. As to the second one, 12 GB plus 512 GB, 16 GB plus 512 GB, 16 GB plus 1 TB. If you see the parameters, you may wonder why not 12 plus 256? That's a good question. Some require bigger internal storage. Some require bigger storage. So we had an urgent meeting overnight. We contacted our executives. What's the decision? We just delete it. We take it away in the middle. So the next choice is 16 GB plus 512 GB. What about the price? 6,499. Compared to the previous generation, it's 500 RMB yuan less, with even larger internal storage. With enough internal storage and RAM, you could fully enjoy the photography process. You could take whatever photos you like. This morning, in the WeChat group, I saw that some people are guessing about the price, about 1 TB to be even higher. So if you could buy the 1 TB version, you could save the photos more easily. What about the price, actually? 7,299. This morning, people are guessing that it may be 7,999, but the actual price is 7,299. That's the best we can do. For a high-end flagship product, we did a lot in R&D. I hope you could be supportive of us so that we could step forward towards the real high-end products. So those are the 3 prices for 3 different storages: 5,999, 6,499 for 16 GB plus 512 GB, and 7,299 for 16 GB plus 1 TB. And we also have professional imaging equipment. This equipment was taken as a gift for KOLs in the last generation, so that was quite a dispute by the fans. But now we can sell it. If you want it, you can afford it and buy it. But for the first set of equipment, we have very limited edition. So if you do want it, please book it right now. And there are 5 in this equipment set, including the nanotech protective case, 67mm adapter ring, and it's easy to be put in place, and the wireless shooting grip. If you just press the button, that's about taking the photos, and if you put your fingers there for a long time, you could have a lot of snapshots altogether. And there are different focal distance. It's user-friendly. And also we have the lens cap and the lanyard, so 5 of them. The price is 999, but for the early bird, the price is 799 RMB yuan. So if you do want it, please get ahead with it, because we have very limited offerings in the first batch. That's about Xiaomi 13 Ultra. Last year, in the first Xiaomi photography contest in collaboration with Leica, we have received 270,000 photos. Those are about 270,000 real stories behind the photos. And among those candidates, I was touched by these several photos. This one is about destiny. In the market, 2 pigeons are kept in the cage. And what's the destiny ahead of their lives? The photographer just pressed the shutter button and expressed his feelings about the 2 pigeons. The photographer was named Da Ke, who was 27 years old back then, and who worked as an architectural designer in Chengdu. He was at his premium time, but he was in a bad shape. He suffered some setbacks in his job, and he found some nodules after physical examination, so he felt bad about himself. He felt like he was just like the pigeons in the cage. He was caught up by his life, and he couldn't get rid of it. On his way to the hospital, at the street corner, he heard the laughers and the talks from somewhere. This is just a normal shop. 4 ladies are having their meals over the talks, and they seemed very happy in the photo. So he was thinking, why couldn't I get such a happy life like them? In the end, he was deeply touched by this moment. He thought for a while, and he came to the decision to change himself. He would want to lead a life as he wished. In the end, he became a freelance photographer. In his leisure time, he would work on his TB shop online. This is the latest work we received from him. You could feel the emotions on the photo. In this photo, you could feel different emotions from him, and he's really enjoying his life right now. So, in every piece of work, of photography, we could feel the real stories behind the photos. This year, Xiaomi Photography Award in collaboration with Leica is starting, so we welcome your stories and your photos. Just to join us in this award. And what about the theme of this contest? They are love, moments, it's been a while, and forgetting. A new friend returned to a familiar place of him, and he took a set of photos about it's been a while using Ultra 13. This photo tells a story about a previous fisherman. That's just a usual gesture about rubbing his hands over his apron. And this sight may not be seen frequently in the supermarket, but the red plastic bag was so common before. And in the sunlight, there is a cat meandering through the population on the street. This photographer of the 3 photos is very famous, and he really likes photography. His name is Zhang Songwen. Starting from today, he will serve as photography explorer of Xiaomi. He is in love with photography, and he would love to make the best image together with us.
He especially took a video for the Xiaomi 13 Ultra's launch. Let's have a look together.
我认识一些很厉害的演员，比我厉害得多。他们都在演一部大剧。从明天起，做一个幸福的人，喂马、劈柴、周游世界。从明天起，关心粮食和蔬菜。从明天起，和每一个亲人通信，告诉他们我的幸福。那幸福的闪电告诉我的，我将告诉每一个人。陌生人，我也为你祝福。愿你有个灿烂的前程，愿你有情人终成眷属。我只愿面朝大海，春暖花开。看，生活远比我们想象的有意思。用镜头去讲你心里面的故事吧。小米徕卡影像大赛，期待你的作品。
Well, this video is quite impressive. After watching this video clip, I sincerely feel the same, just like Mr. Zhang Songwen. He is a lover of humanistic photography for a very simple reason, because the people who love humanistic photography, we all love life. We are still attracted by the content from the video. Each one of us must share the feeling and the pursuit. Starting from tomorrow, I only wish to be a happy person, facing the sea with spring flowers blooming. And here, I want to invite all of you to take up your cell phones no matter where you go. Record the love and tender feelings in this era. Well, this is the second chapter of Xiaomi imagery upgrading and our Xiaomi 13 Ultra, like optics, a shot above. Well, this is the Xiaomi 13 Ultra we have launched. And after the launch event, we welcome you to come our Mi Home to experience by yourself. Later on, we will share with you more contents and products. They are quite interesting scientific and ecological products. Let's invite Miss Wei Siqi again to introduce to us. Okay, the first product I'm going to produce is the Xiaomi TV. Well, this year marks the 10th anniversary of the launching of Xiaomi TV. In the last 10 years, we have launched many impressive products. I have selected several to introduce to you. The first one is the Xiaomi TV Master for the 77-inch. It has been well received within the market. It has the immersive visual and sound. No matter for the sound or the visuals, it has been excellent. And many users has been asked they want to buy the TV with the largest size of the display. So that's why we have launched the Redmi Max 100-inch TV. Once it has been released, it has been loved by all the users. There's small one problem. It's really cool. However, it's really hard to get into the elevator. So that's why we have provided you the Redmi 86-inch. That is the largest golden size, which can be contained within the elevator. Now let's look at the first product. It has integrates all the advantages of these three TVs. It has large display and OLED image quality. It is the top product, the Xiaomi TV Master Media LED 86-inch. It uses a classic golden size that can be contained within elevator and is quite beautiful. It has been used the metal gold edge. And for the bottom, it has been designed in a really simple and delicate style without any intervention. The most important thing in terms of the materials for the display adopts the QD Mini LED. That is a really high technology. Based on the LCD, the whole partition is fine enough to make it infinitely close to the OLED image quality. We have achieved thousands of backlit partitions on the TV Master. It has really strong capabilities of controlling the lights. In the dark area, it is quite clean. It solves the problem of halo completely. With such a material, you can experience both advantages of the TVs. The performance of the entire dark areas is quite impressive. It's almost close to the pure black. And it had really higher luminance level. The peak luminance can reach 2000 nits. For each display, we have maintained details. It has the latest materials and thousands backlights, partitions. In the last 10 years, in terms of the algorithm, we have upgraded a lot. We know that hardware is not enough. Software and adjustment is also necessary. For this series, we have bring you this master image quality engine. In terms of the it has provided us more crisper image quality. We have self-innovated the 37 algorithms backed by the big data, and we have adjusted the time. It has been improved 10 times. What are the benefits? First of all, it has improved greatly for the image quality. I will skip the details and share you the comparison later. And second, well, it has the true color of the full screen and whole scenes. It has been adjusted in all aspects. It also supports the consistent color across all disciplines. The color accuracy is very good. We have always created the immersive visuals and sound. Its speakers has excellent effect. It is equipped with the 9-unit crossover speakers and many other aspects. Many users has been purchased this TV to play games. It also supports the 144 Hz high refresh rate and HDMI 2.1 interface. So the whole visuals and sound experience has been quite outstanding. And we are very confident to say that we can compare with the image quality benchmark brands. We also select the mini LED material competitors' TV to make the comparison. Let's have a look. After viewing the comparison, you can intuitively feel that both dark area and halo have been improved greatly, surpassing our competitors. In terms of the color, it is almost the same with the benchmark brands from the competitors. Competitors also use the medium LED materials, the 768 backlight zones. I will skip the other parameters. We are also surpassing the others. The price is 24,999. So what is the price for us is 14,999. That is very reasonable. The initial price is 14,999. You can buy it to experience. And second product we are going to provide to you is the Xiaomi Pad. Xiaomi Pad 5 has been well received within the market. Last year, it was the top one in terms of the sales volume. We have received the positive feedbacks from large numbers of users. And today we bring you the Xiaomi Pad 6 and Xiaomi Pad 6 Pro. Well, for the Xiaomi Pad 6, we want to be a professional productivity tools. And this time we bring you the upgrading substantially. Well, let's look at the appearance design upgrading, which is quite critical. Since it's beautiful, then I want to buy it. Let's have a look. It used the most classic design language of our Xiaomi 13. It features the unibody metal frame, which is quite dedicated. And we have the hidden antenna. So the whole body looks simple and elegant. We provide you 3 colors. They are blue, black, and champagne, which is more suitable for girls. And the second upgrading is about performance. When we talk about the professional productivity tools, we think performance is paramount. Without the good performance, we cannot have the immersive experience in terms of the partitions and other aspects. So that's why this time we have improved the efficiency. And for the Xiaomi Pad 6 Pro, we directly apply the flagship Snapdragon 8 Plus chipset. Well, it's quite common for the smartphones, but it has never been used for pad. Among all the Android mainstream, we think that is the most powerful processor. Its energy efficiency ratio is quite strong. And if you play for Genshin Impact for half an hour or the other games, well, it's quite useful for the professional creation. It can provide us better performance and experience. Within long terms of officing as well as creation, DOU is quite important. So that's why we have provided you the 8600 mAh battery. It can last for 10 hours worth for playing games. It can use for 13 hours for browsing TikTok. It can also use for 10 hours for softwares on Office. You may also encounter another scenario. Well, you haven't used your pad for a long time, and once you want to use it, it doesn't have any power. We use the pad in a different way compared with using the smartphones, because we have been using the pad for a long time and it has been placed for also a long time. Based on the features, how can we improve our DOU? And this time we provide you the deep hibernation mode. It can judge whether we want to use it or place it for a very long time. With such better image quality, what is DOU? 47.9 days. That is quite impressive. It's more than 1.5 months. Even though you haven't used it for a long time, once you want to use it, it still has the power. Let's look at the third upgrading. For the last generation of the display is quite fantastic. We have upgraded to the 2.8K. We have changed the aspect ratio for the display. It has the 309 ppi It also has the 144 Hz high refresh rate, no matter for videos or the information stream, you can have very good performance and experience. It also supports the consistent colors across all display. On the Xiaomi 13 Ultra, there is a new mode and function. You can use multi-camera positions when shooting the videos. For the pad, it also has a director mode. It can be connected with your cell phones. And for the display, can be used as a small monitor. You can monitor the scene on site.
Sound is also very important. We developed a quad-speaker stereo sound system, so the volume and sound quality are both good. It supports Dolby Vision, Dolby Atmos, and HDR10. Next, about accessory. This is the fourth upgrade. Many people think accessories are not important and they are not part of the product. But as a professional productivity tool, accessory itself should be well designed and taken care of seriously. Therefore, this time for accessory, we upgrade to the touch keyboard. And we want to make this touch keyboard useful, easy to use. So this touchpad area is very large. It is 16% larger than the smart keyboard, and it is even deeper. Therefore, when you select text, you don't have to scroll down to select the entire text. It also supports full display gesture, easy to operate. Everything can be done on your touchpad. It also supports the NFC transfer. If I have some pictures in my phone, I just need to touch my pad and the pictures will be transferred to my pad immediately. Very easy to use. It also supports the infinite support. It has a keyboard, it has an automatic backlight, it also has the nanotech protective case. And the second accessory is the second generation touch pen. For this generation, we made a lot of upgradings. For example, the latency is reduced by 40%. Therefore, your user experience will be even better. And the wear resistance of the nib is increased by 300% compared with last generation. Wear resistance is very important for the nib, and also the DOU is super long. It can be used for 150 hours. Even though it is out of battery, you just need to charge it for 1 minute, and then you can use it for 7 hours in a row. Even a small touch pen, we made a lot of upgradings on it. And for this touch pen, we did a lot of third-party cooperation. For example, the WPS. In the document, you can add content or remove content just by writing. So it is very user-friendly. Last but not the least is the system itself. We know the thing we care most is the compatibility of application. This time we are compatible with over 8,000 applications. In addition, we also have in-depth compatibility with many frequently used applications. For example, TikTok. In order to give you a better viewing experience, you can wake up the comment area just from the side of the display. It improves your viewing experience. This time in the system, we also focus on one scenario, that is the video conferencing. So after so many video conferences, we know that in order to do a video conference right, there are many small things you need to take care of. So first, for the hardware, we can guarantee it has a solid foundation. We have a 20 million pixel selfie camera placed at the center, so it enables smart portrait centering. Wherever you are, the camera will follow you. You are always at the center of the picture. You also have a beautifier on the selfie camera. You can have additional light for the video conference. You always look the best whenever you are and wherever you are. Sound is also very important. We developed the 4-mic 360-degree array. if the environment is noisy, if you only want people to hear yourself, you can switch to the single-person meeting mode. Then the sound at 60 degrees in front of the display will be picked up. If this is a multi-people meeting, you can switch to the multi-person meeting mode, 4 mics and 360-degree sound picking. Everybody can be heard clearly. And after the meeting, the most troublesome part is taking notes and developing the meeting minutes. With functions and features like this, it can automatically taking notes of the meeting and writing the meeting minutes in different language. So even though this is an international conference, you can have real-time translation and caption provided by Xiaoai. So with all these features, in order to make it easy for you to use them, they are placed in the corner quick launch trigger. So on the top left corner, you just need to swipe and you can wake up the features. So a quick recap of Xiaomi Pad 6 Pro. What are the upgrades? These are the 5 upgrades. We have a more beautiful appearance design. We have the best processors in the Android family, and we also upgrade the battery life and the DOU. We also have the best LCD display to date. We support consistent color across displays. In addition, the accessories for the Pad 6 Pro are also improved as independent products, and it is compatible with over 8,000 applications, and we also developed the meeting toolbox for you. So today it comes in 2 products, the Xiaomi Pad 6 and Xiaomi Pad 6 Pro. Most of the configurations are the same, only the processor, the battery, charging and cameras are slightly different. The rest are very minor difference. So one of the major concern might be the processor. For the Xiaomi Pad 6, we use the Snapdragon 870, which was used for the last generation. This is a best seller. It has high energy efficiency, great guarantee for the performance because it has been used for a long time. Therefore, the calibration of this processor has become mature. And this is a chart for a comparison. Intuitively, you can see we have made huge improvements in all aspects. Xiaomi Pad 6 is priced at 1,999. We have 3 configurations, and you can choose the configuration according to your need. We are the only tablet that uses the Snapdragon 8 Plus processor, and we upgrade the RAM to 8 GB. What about the price for Pad 6 Pro? Still, it starts from 2,499 Chinese yuan. I think you are all happy with this price. Okay, for early birds, Xiaomi Pad 6 series, all configurations will give you 100 Chinese yuan discount. Therefore, it's priced at 1,899 for early birds and 2,399 for early birds. Do you like it? Yes. And we have other accessories like the smart keyboard without the touchpad. We have the protective case, so you can choose the product according to your need. The third product, which I really like, it is very beautiful. Let's watch a short video first. Like a rocket, I'm about to explode. On a mission, they about to reload. Mama said that I was born with soul. Watch me go, 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 go. Woo! Shut it up, I gotta shake my thing. It's so good, I gotta shake my thing. In this hood, I gotta shake my thing. Gotta shake, 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 shake things. Can you hear me now? Oh, yeah. Shake, 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 shake. Woo! Xiaomi Smart Band 8, beautiful, isn't it? For us, this is a huge transformation. We are transforming from a functional smart wearable that focuses on fitness and health to a fashionable smart wearable. Let's take a look at its appearance. We have seen the metal frame. It looks delicate, and we also changed its structure to an easy-to-remove strap structure. So you can change your straps every day. Every day you can use a different strap. And we have prepared a variety of straps for you. First is the genie leather strap. It comes in green, dark green, with a checkered pattern on it. It is suitable for both men and women. But if you prefer outdoor style, we also have the woven strap. It comes in olive green, suitable for boys, and yellow, which is a great fit for spring. And if you want to have something unique, something different, we also have the double ring strap. Consists of black and white. Wearing it, it's really rock and roll. And for girls who really like the delicate bracelets, therefore we also developed the hollow bracelet. It comes in white and also black. Both look classic and cool. And some users don't like to have something on their wrist, but still they need to monitor their steps, they need to monitor the fitness, and they need to read the times. Therefore, we also developed a pendant. It can be used as a decoration, and you can put it, you can wear it with you to read different informations you need. We prepared so many different straps, and you can go to meet.com to select the one you like. And for different straps, we also developed hundreds of face watches. All of them have been put into the face watch market. So for different straps, you can select the face watch you like. And there is a special watch face. Because when I use my social media, I found that some people will modify their smart band to a small gaming device. I don't understand it. I don't know why they like this gaming experience. But as long as you like it, perhaps we can help you improve the experience. Therefore, we developed the fun extra watch face. You can play Sudoku and other games on it. It is interesting and fun. Just now, we talked about the beautiful appearance of it. Now let's look at its capability. We support comprehensive fitness and health functions. And for fitness, we've been doing well. We have over 150 sports modes, especially for running mode. We are becoming more and more professional. Many running coaches are working with us. This time, we also developed the Xiaomi Smart Band 8 running clip. So when you use it with our application, you can accurately monitor your frequency, steps, running form, and gaits, a lot of professional parameters to make sure that you can become more professional in the spring. It is highly accurate. Compared with the professional running gears, the error is very limited and small. For people like me, running is tedious and it takes a long time. So in my day-to-day life, I would like to do some sports in a relaxed way. Therefore, this time we developed some fun fitness. For example, the interactive boxing experience. You can wear the smart band. It is like a Joy-Con. And once you connect it with your pad or your phone, you can do boxing on it. I thought it was easy, but it really beat me up. You can try it. It's very interesting. And for basic experience, we also made a lot of improvements. For example, the DOU. For classic mode, the DOU is 16 days, a lot longer than the last generation. And in AOD mode, the DOU is 6 days. And for charging, it can be charged fully in 1 hour. And for this display, it has 60 Hz refresh rate, and also for dimming and light control. When the environment is dark, when you raise your wrist, the display will not be too bright for your eyes. It can display the time in an appropriate brightness. So the brand new Xiaomi Smart Band 8, it comes in 2 editions. The standard edition is 239. The NFC version is 279. They are all for the early birds. You can still enjoy some discounts. And all the straps are available on e-commerce platform and me.com. Last but not the least, I would like to share with you 2 small products. They are both very interesting. First is Xiaomi Sound. Xiaomi Sound is a hi-fi and nice-looking sound box, and this time it is a new category. It is a premium hi-fi portable sound box. From its design, you can see it has a great texture. It also has great sound quality. So the entire body is designed very small. It also has a 4-unit hi-fi stereo speakers. In it, we also placed a posture sensor.
What's the use of it? It's very smart. If you put it flat, it can change to the stereo sound. But if you set it upright, there will be the large volume coming out. So if you place it outdoors and you prefer larger volumes, you just put it upright and that works. But indoors, you could totally take it as such a smart speaker on tables. So it's very useful while you're camping. For better outdoor experience, we manage the IP66 waterproof and dustproof, and the DOU is as long as 21 hours, so you could enjoy the beautiful music coming from it all day and night. As to connectivity, basically whatever you could imagine are found in it, so it's user-friendly. For such a portable and smart speaker, the similar peers might cost you like over 1,000 or 2,000 RMB yuan in the competitors, but as to our pricing, it's only 699. We also have a discount. Now it's the spring season. People are outing in the spring season, so we have such a discount. If you search the spring season of Xiaomi online, you could find a lot of devices for the spring season, and all of those equipment will have a 70% discount. And we also would love to present you a very funny tool for engineers. Xiaomi encourages all engineers to go wild and put them onto the ground. We encourage a lot of experiments by the engineers. So what is this tool about? It's called Mi Jia PP Desk Lamp. Why do we call it PP Desk Lamp? Because it's a little bit naughty, which means P in Chinese pronunciation. It is supposed to be a lamp, but if you touch it, it could rub your hand. It's just like a pet. Another point about it is that it is bad-tempered. If you shake it, it will go cranky. It shakes its head up and down to express his angriness. And if it feels left out, it will blink to attract your attention, like calling to you, "Come to play with me." So it's a little bit naughty, but it's also smart. You could totally control it with your gestures. For example, open your palm and clench your fist, pinch your fingers, change your distance of your fingers to dim the light. And we also have some funny extra functions and features. For example, it could present you such a light show mode. It's very interesting. It can play by itself, and it can also call upon all the other smart home appliances in the home to play together. You could set up such connectivity mode, and with one gesture, a whole set of home appliances will listen to this desk lamp. So it's a very funny engineer tool. We have another video to take a closer look at it.
加皮皮灯，一个手势就懂你的心思，这样，这样，甚至这样，来点不一样的，没问题。 手在哪儿，光就去哪儿。哦，对了，它还有点粘人，甚至还有小脾气。别慌，摸摸头就好啦。在家里，它还能更好玩。比个手势，打开空调，打开净化器，甚至帮你制造浪漫的小惊喜。心动了，早该心动了。聪明，有趣，这就是米家皮皮灯。
Funny enough, so for such an interesting and naughty tool, we now could offer you $499 as the crowdfunding price. If you have a kid at home or someone in your family who are interested in the high-tech products, just try it on. And for all the friends present here, we could offer it as a gift. Just take it home for better experience. That's all about the launched products today. And you could book them online. At 10 a.m. of April 21st, you could buy it for the first time for Smartband 8, and we can already buy it right now. And the PP Desk lamp is starting the crowdfunding price. So I finished all the introduction of today's launch products. We would love to thank you again for coming. Thank you for your time and have a good night.
Yeah, welcome at Lights Park. It's the headquarters of Leica Camera here in Wetzlar.
很荣幸代表雷总访问位于德国的徕卡总部。现在是产品发布前的关键时刻。
Mobile devices allow now everybody to take pictures.
I think we are extremely closely working together to bring the technology teams, the R&D teams together, developing really groundbreaking and innovative solutions for the mobile space.
In the mobile photography industry, there has never been such a
revolutionary joint R&D cooperation, and the consensus covers every aspect.
Xiaomi and Leica shares the same vision when it comes to photography, and both put a lot of effort into innovation and ensuring high quality.
For Leica, it's always the aim working with the best possible partners in the world. It was clear that somewhere, somewhen, we will be collaborating with Xiaomi.
We all pay great attention to the truth of people's inner perception. This is what Leica has insisted on for more than 100 years, and it's also what Xiaomi has insisted on as a brand that adheres to technology for people.
Everyone can get the best image out of every scene. You don't have to be a trained photographer, and yet you can still get beautiful, authentic pictures everywhere. And to make this happen, we put all our knowledge of more than 100 years of photography experience into the new Xiaomi smartphone devices.
We have sent over a team of 3 engineers to Beijing, to the Xiaomi campus, that they can closely work together to bring the photography to the next level. The feedback that we are getting from our team in China, it's really worthwhile and useful.
It's about 2 weeks ago when we took our first field test image. The results already look amazing.
The hardware optimization and the software improvement really pays off. The lens has a very high resolution, and the new sensor has a huge dynamic range and very little noise.
With the upcoming fine-tuning, we are pretty confident that we can achieve exactly the authentic and natural look we are waiting for.
Combining Xiaomi's strength with Leica's imaging excellence, I think this will generate big and bold ideas that will definitely shape the future of mobile photography.
We all believe that this cooperation project will be a lifetime part in our career.
Our goal is to make the camera co-engineered with Leica become the most popular camera in mobile devices.
Ladies and gentlemen, Dear friends of Leica and friends of Xiaomi, welcome to the audience on behalf of Leica. My name is Andreas Kaufmann. I'm majority owner of Leica Camera and heading our supervisory board. This day marks the first important milestone of a long-term partnership with Xiaomi. Leica, an old brand, Xiaomi, a young brand moving fast ahead. We're sitting here at my family office and here with some technical documents exactly from 1925, one of the first Leica lenses, the well-known 3.5 Elmar. As you might know, Leica invented modern photography, and continuous innovation is part of our brand DNA since over 100 years, when Oskar Barnack, and we have his sign here, designed the first Leica camera. As you know, we embrace smartphones because today they make a very important contribution to the world of photography, with billions of pictures a day uploaded to the internet and shared. Photography, in our opinion, is about capturing light and painting with light. And our proven optical engineering, our know-how, ensures top-grade lens quality, the best possible imaging results, and optical imaging performance. And thanks to this, we at Leica successfully provide best picture quality and the iconic Leica image look in the smartphone photography segment. Dear all, I'm very happy and excited of the technology partnership with Xiaomi that heralds a new era in smartphone photography. Enjoy shooting, enjoy capturing light.
Xiaomi.